Crypto Blood? Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is February 25th, 2020. Shout out to my man Wired Sparks out there on YouTube. One of my YouTube members. Thanks for the support, bro. His song request today is Afro B featuring Slim Jimmy, Fine Wine and Hennessy. I've never heard this one before. Thanks for the song request, though. What's good, people? Well, hope you guys are doing well today. Welcome to another episode. Man, the stock market's getting slaughtered. Bitcoin, the crypto market's getting slaughtered. We're going to talk about Bitcoin and its correlation or lack thereof, at least this particular article thinks that is the case when it comes to the coronavirus. I'm going to be honest with you, and I think I've said this before. Don't look at Bitcoin as a safe haven against something like this, a pandemic. Not at all. Not initially, at least. You're going to see a sell-off in all assets, and all assets will be sold off into the dollar, into the yen, into safe haven currencies. I know we don't want to hear that, but it is what it is. I'm just letting you know so you're prepared, because if this thing gets any worse, which there's no evidence of why it would get any better. It's actually spreading. You're going to have supply chain issues. I've said this many times before. When that happens, what happens then? You're going to have companies lay off. You may have bailouts of some of the bigger companies, I think, but your mom and pops, your smaller businesses under 1,000 or under 500 employees are going to see significant headwind, and they're going to have to shut down. They're going to have to lay people off. If any of those people have cryptos, what do you think they're going to do when week 2 comes, week 8 comes around and no job, a month, 2 months, 3 months? What do you think they're going to do? They're going to liquidate things. They're going to liquidate, stock market holdings. They're going to liquidate Bitcoin and crypto holdings to stay afloat. So just remember that. You're going to get the real here at Crypto Blood CB News. I'm not going to give you what you want to hear. I'm going to give you what you need to hear. And, this is going to be the case. And this is out of A&B Crypto. They say Bitcoin not catching the virus as correlations with COVID-19 emerge again. So we're going to look at this article and see what they have to say. But the evidence is there. Bitcoin is down. Cryptos are down along with the equities markets. Maybe not as much, but I'm just letting you guys know that is what I think will continue to happen. You know my name, aka Crypto Damas. And secondly, my man Isaiah, aka Bitcoin ZAY, got a shout out from the CEO of Twitter yesterday. So we're going to take a look at that. Shout out to him. I love seeing people get their just due. He's been in this game for, I think, as long as 2013, I believe. So great to see him get his recognition with his book, Bitcoin in Black America. I know you've probably seen a video of me going to Chicago to meet with him and get a book signing and chop it up at a session he had out there in the Chi-Town. And shout out to all the Southside blockchainers out there. But much props to him. So we'll take a look at that. And lastly, DHS, Homeland Security, unveils its Bitcoin snooping force. What in the world? Homeland Security has unveiled its latest initiative to crack down on unlicensed Bitcoin businesses. Here we go, people. So we'll take a look at the details on that. And you better believe these types of draconian behaviors are going to continually get bigger and bigger and more prevalent as things collapse. So just keep that in mind as well. But before we start, if you guys find these types of videos informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. And this episode is brought to you by Dudx.com. Check these guys out, one of the newer cryptocurrency exchanges out there. However, one thing I like about Dudx, actually there are a few, but the one thing that stands out the most is that everything is priced in US dollars. That's from your risk, how much you're risking per trade, how much you're up in your profits or losses. It shows all that in real time and in US dollars. So you don't have to have a Texas Instrument calculator out, people, like you do on BitMEX, to figure out what the hell is going on. How much are you up? How much are you down? And they also have a new risk manager tool that allows you to place trades and set those parameters based on your risk profile. Excellent tool. I haven't seen this tool anywhere else in the cryptocurrency exchange game. So check them out, Dudx.com. Link in the description below. So as I've stated, the stock market is down. So is the crypto market, and maybe not as bad for sure, but definitely down. Bitcoin down 2.5%. I think it was a little lower earlier to $9,344. Ethereum is down 4.1% to $250. We're short both Ethereum and Bitcoin. Really nice in the money with those two pairs. We went short yesterday, well before the real big drop. So we're looking good. EOS is up today, 1.9% to $4.09. Litecoin is down 4%, just about, to $70.95, and then we got Binance down 6.6% to $20.38. Algo getting hit hard today, and XRP down 3.8% to 25 cents. So as I stated, the Algo, we went short actually almost 2 days ago. We went short at around 97.70. So we're in the green with this trade, and also in the about 4.5% at this moment, and even bigger gains in the Ethereum trade. We went short 2 days ago as well. So we're looking good with the Ethereum trade. I think we're up, look at that, 7% in this trade. So we're going to take some profits here in a second. But yeah, looking good for both of those pairs. And unfortunately, we did dip below the 94.63 region, which is of concern for me. But you know, at this point, you see we bounced off of the low from that candle. So we're kind of above that area, but we got to get back above this level quickly. We can't stay below here too long. It's like if we were underwater. We got to come back up for some oxygen very soon. I'm talking the next couple of hours. If not, we're going to see lower lows here. That's where we are with things, in my opinion. So let's start with the first one out of CoinDesk. It is actually about an interview that CoinDesk did with Bitcoin ZAY about just cryptos and Bitcoin being a freedom tool for that. And so that was great to see them interview him on CoinDesk about this. So it says that a reporter from CoinDesk, joined by Isaiah Jackson, author of Bitcoin in Black America and co-founder of KRBE Digital Assets Group, talked about financial discrimination in the United States and the unique value Bitcoin can offer minority communities. So I want you guys to definitely check this out. I'll leave a link in the description of this video, actually pinned at the top. And so the article goes on to say that according to a survey of 5,100 Americans conducted by Coinbase, twice as many Black Americans have been negatively impacted by the current financial system compared to white peers. As such, the survey suggested there are much more likely to be curious about Bitcoin. This finding is supported by broader evidence. For example, the National Bureau of Economic Research also found in 2019 that Black mortgage borrowers were charged higher interest rates than white borrowers. Well, we know this. Well, maybe you don't. I'm a Black person. Okay, I know this. You know, they don't give you loans, various business loans that, you know, our counterparts get. There's a lot of discrimination going on. But I think it is very important for people like Bitcoin ZAY, for myself and others, to really try to get Black people into this space. I was talking about this on an interview that I'll leave a link for as well with Crypto Kenzie. A great conversation with him. We talked about this very thing. Unfortunately, Black people, we are late to the train when it comes to new things that could really help us economically. We just are. I don't really know why. It's so many aspects that it's a complicated topic, but it's great to see them highlighting this in this CoinDesk article. But what's really dope is that the CEO of Twitter shouted Bitcoin ZAY out. I guess he listened to the interview he had with Anthony Pomp on his podcast, Off the Chain. So yeah, check that out. But it looks like Jack saw or listened to this interview and shouted out my man Bitcoin ZAY. So kudos to him on that one. Definitely, guys, check out his book. I'll leave a link for that as well. I got me a couple. I actually got me 2 copies and had him sign one as well. So second article, AMB Crypto, Bitcoin not catching the virus as correlations with COVID-19 emerge again. They say it looks like it says what is the most appealing characteristic of Bitcoin. Well, they say there are many, but one that perhaps stands out the most is that it's low correlation with the traditional markets. Market commentators have time and time again claimed that the world's largest digital asset has the potential to be a macro hedge against global uncertainty. The narrative of Bitcoin as a non-correlated safe haven asset, however, has been a subject of a debate and discussion for a long time now. For instance, Bitcoin has seen a strong correlation with gold, with the daily correlation being around 0.11. This is undoubtedly a strong correlation. I wouldn't say that's a strong correlation, because a strong correlation would be closer to 1. So not a strong correlation in my opinion. But the article goes on to say, however, in February drew to a close with less than 3 months to go. to a halving event, the bizarre correlations surrounding its price action have sprung up for the millionth time. The latest one to take headlines was its correlation with the coronavirus outbreak in China. My man Matty Greenspan, which I've had on my channel, he actually came on and co-hosted an Off the Chain episode with me, which was great. I want you guys to definitely check that out. Founder of Quantum Economics, said even though there doesn't seem to be very much logical reason that fears of a virus would cause people to buy Bitcoin, other than the obvious, Bitcoin doesn't catch the viruses. Narratives can be quite powerful at times. Greenspan further speculated over a plausible scenario of fear among investors, something that may be driving Bitcoin's price action. He said if enough people believe fears push the price, then that's what could very well end up happening, or not. I guess we'll have to wait and see. CEO of Pangzora said that Bitcoin started rising during the market sell-off triggered by coronavirus. That was just a short-term catalyst. The underlying driver is that the Bitcoin halving event is in May. So, this article was put out 11 hours ago. Okay, I don't know when these tweets were put out, but we've surely seen a pullback in the markets, and I'm not too sure how accurate that is now, because as we can see, Bitcoin has dropped below a critical area of support, okay, and has been going down for the last 3 days now. And we know that the markets have been equity markets have been down. I think closed 800 points down today, 875, and yesterday 1,000 points. So we're talking almost 2,000 points in 2 days that we've seen a correction in the equities market. I told you guys last Sunday that this was coming. And so here we go. So we'll have to see, how this pans out. But I'm telling you, I think it is going to be bananas. It's going to be very bad for the stock market. This is the Black Swan event that I said, we don't know where it's coming from. It's going to come out of nowhere. This is it. I think, again, Bitcoin will have a reaction lower as well. Don't know how long, maybe a couple of months, who knows. But once that washout is done, depending on, again, how long this coronavirus pandemic lasts, the time period, I can't tell you. I just know or feel that we will see a reaction lower with Bitcoin. And then when things settle, you'll see Bitcoin rise pretty aggressively. The people that are hodling it, the small guys, they're going, if things get really bad and they lose their jobs, you're going to see a liquidation. You're going to see a forced liquidation of many of the crypto assets out here in the market. And at which point, we know smart money, big money is going to come in, scoop up those cheap Bitcoins, and move this thing up crazily. I'd rather be in Bitcoin than gold. Gold is heading higher as well, but the percentage gains you're going to see in Bitcoin is going to dwarf anything we've seen in gold. So let's see what happens, though. That's just my 2 satoshis on the situation. Good analysis by Matty Greenspan. Last article out of Decrypt Media. It says Homeland Security unveils its Bitcoin snooper force. So essentially, Homeland Security is focusing on illicit crypto transactions. That's first. Crypto intelligence program will look at illegal movement of money. How can they? I don't understand what is illegal movement of money. And lastly, other U.S. departments are also looking into crypto payments. So you best believe that they're looking at this ledger. It's an open ledger, and in conjunction with any of these, Coinbases, Krakens, whatever, mainstream exchange in the U.S., if you're on there and you're linking the accounts that you create over there to any external accounts, they're going to use chain analysis to figure out everything. They're going to be able to have a track on everything and actually pin those transactions to an identity. That's the key. So if you want to stay as anonymous as possible, keep your funds from wallets, external wallets, keep those funds away from those exchanges, so they never touch those exchanges. You have to keep those siloed. So just keep that in mind. DHS has a method to pry on unlicensed crypto businesses operating on the darknet and peer-to-peer sites. This, according to DHS, will provide closer scrutiny into areas posing a significant challenge to law enforcement. And so this has been put in its budget for 2021, this whole crypto intelligence program, or CIP. a crypto-centric initiative to trail unlicensed crypto companies partaking in money laundering activities. It goes on to say that under the scope of the DHS, the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which established the BCSC in 2009 to wage war on criminal assets, over the past few years, the focus has increasingly moved towards cryptocurrencies. So just know, DHS is yet another law enforcement branch looking into cryptocurrencies. And President Trump is in agreement with this. I mean, he offered up the Secret Service as another tool to crack down on nefarious crypto activity. So this is happening. Just want to keep you guys up to speed with that so you know what's going on. Keep your coins, your external wallets, away from any of those wallets or exchanges you have your name tied to. It's very important. But hey, that's my 2 Satoshis on the subject for today. Let me know yours in the comments below. As always, if you found this video informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And again, shout out to my man Wire Sparks, one of my YouTube members. Make sure you guys join and become a member as well. He wanted to hear Afro B featuring Slim Jim, Fine Wine, and Hennessy. We out of here, people. Holla!